I'm Froggy, and here is a My Froggy Stuff mashup. This summer is hot, so let's cool our dolls off with a little ice cream. From sundaes to FroYo, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I am going to make an ice cream sundae for a doll using diamond-shaped bead, coated paper clips, beads, glue, glitter or tiny beads for nail art, thin straws called stirrers, and acrylic jewel and puff paint. I glue the bead to the jewel. I cover the top in a layer of puff paint. I allow it to dry. I can add more layers, even ones in different colors, allowing them to dry between each one. While the paint is still wet, I can sprinkle on the beads for nail art or glitter, cut a small piece of a straw, and stick it into the paint. For a smaller doll, I unbend a paper clip, gently score around the coating so that I could remove it to use as a straw. Use a bead for a cherry on top, or whatever else you like, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
I am going to make a tub of ice cream for a doll using the top from a glue stick. For a larger doll like an 18-inch, I would use the top from this tube of toothpaste. And for a mini doll, I would use the cap off of a tube of chapstick. Also, I am going to use pom-poms, glue, craft paint, buttons, scrapbook paper, and stickers. We just added 3 Monster High Dead Tired dolls to our collection, and we noticed that Abby has some ice cream. But how are all of these girls going to share one tub of ice cream? I guess we need some more. Now there are several ways I can do this. I can take a top, glue on the button, add a sticker, and I'm done. Or I take a button for the top, glue a smaller button underneath, and now I have a top that can be removed. But maybe I want to spruce up the outside of my container a little. So I cut a piece of scrapbook paper, I glue it around my top, and I'm just using a glue stick to apply the paper. I add the sticker. Using a toothpick and some craft paint, I start to add little bits of paint around the edge so that it looks like the ice cream has been dripping out. Once dried, I can now fill the container with pom-poms to be the ice cream. And I used a few mini pom-poms so the dolls can actually scoop out some ice cream. And when the dolls have had enough, place on the top, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
I am going to make brownies for a doll using a sponge, a toothpick and a popsicle stick, water, craft paint, an empty container, small tins, brown craft foam, an inexpensive toilet paper, Mod Podge, and glue. I start by cutting the sponge into small brownie-sized pieces. Paint them brown with craft paint, and this will go a little faster if you just use the sponges to paint one another, if you're not afraid of ruining your nail polish. Mix Mod Podge and brown paint, then paint the tops of the brownies. Cut craft foam into small pieces, sprinkle them into the wet paint for chopped walnuts. Separate the halves of a tin to use as a baking pan. Tear up pieces of toilet paper and put them in an empty container. Add a little water, Mod Podge, and a drop of paint. Stir until it's almost the same consistency as mashed potatoes. Scoop out some of the mixture, squeeze off the excess water, form it into a ball, then using a toothpick, give it an edge, like a little lip. Then allow it to dry. Depending on the size, it may take a day or two. Seal with a layer of Mod Podge. Use some of the leftover chocolate topping for syrup. Place a brownie on your favorite doll plate, adding ice cream if you like, storing the extra ice cream in our doll-sized tub of ice cream. And you're done.
Happy crafting!
I am going to make a cup of frozen yogurt for a doll using printables from our blog, toilet paper, color paper or cardstock, beads, water, and glue. I start by cutting out the printable for the yogurt cups. Use a pencil to gently curl it. Apply a little glue, then overlap and glue the ends. Apply glue along the bottom, then place it onto a piece of white paper and allow it to dry. Trim off the excess paper to make stackable cups. Cut a strip of toilet paper. Using a touch of water, begin to twist at one corner of the toilet paper. Then I set it aside and allow it to dry a little. Take a scrap piece of paper and make a cone. I like to use the end of a paintbrush to get it started. Then I can shape the paper into the cone that I want. And the wider the cone, the more full the yogurt will be. Apply a clear drying glue, then begin to wrap the toilet paper around the cone. Allow it to dry, then trim off the excess paper and place it into the cup to make a cup of frozen yogurt. We cut out the waffle printables, take two and glue them so it becomes double-sided. Trim the edge jagged. Curl over and glue the edges to make a cone. Curl it around the yogurt to make a waffle bowl, or just add some to the yogurt cup. Cut out the spoon printable, glue it to a few layers of paper, carefully cut it out, make a small cut in the center of the spoon, push the sides in so they overlap and glue them in place. Give a slight curve to the handle to make a printable spoon. I can also trace the spoon onto a piece of colored cardstock to make different colored spoons. Use beads and glitter for toppings. Finely cut colored paper for sprinkles. And you're done.
Happy crafting!
Going to make milkshakes for our dolls. We have seen these awesome milkshakes on Pinterest and we thought it would be fun to make them for our dolls. We printed our cup printable from our blog, myfroggystuff.blogspot.com. It comes in two sizes, one for 18-inch dolls And the smaller cup can be used for anything from Shopkins to Barbie. To decorate the milkshake, I am going to use colored paper, toilet paper, paint, coated paper clips, yummies from previous videos, like how to make doll sweets, lollipops, cookies, and cotton candy, and glue. I start by painting the printable to look like the milkshake inside the cup. Here I'm starting with a light brown base coat, then I add a little chocolate drizzle. Ooh, let's try a mint green one. Use brown paint to add little chocolate chips for mint chocolate chip. For our last milkshake, let's go with pink with a rainbow drizzle. And I added a chocolate drizzle to my mint chocolate chip as well. Now we just have to wait for them to dry. While waiting, I finely cut pieces of colored paper into thin strips, then cut the strips to make sprinkles. Cut out the cup templates, curl it around the end of a paintbrush, use glue to glue it together to make the cup. For my other two, I left a little extra at the top to make the cup a little taller, and I didn't want to cover all of my drizzle. Roll a piece of toilet paper to fill the cup, add glue to the bottom, and place it onto a piece of paper. On my mint chocolate chip, I'm going to wait on the toilet paper so that it looks like a spiral of whipped cream. So let's start with that one first. Dip it into brown paint, then dip the wet paint into a cup of sprinkles. Take a square of toilet paper, fold it in half, fold it again. At the top point, begin to twist it to make a swirl of whipped cream. Now we can place the toilet paper inside the cup, glue it to a piece of paper, unfold and score a paper clip to remove the plastic coating, push it into the toilet paper, coat the toilet paper with a clear drying glue like Mod Podge, use a hole punch on black and white cardstock, use the circles to glue together to make Oreos. Glue some on top, add a few paper sprinkles, use nail polish on the cup to make it look like glass, and allow it to dry. Trim off the bottom paper to finish our mint chocolate chip milkshake. Now let's go bigger. For this one, I glue one of our doll brownies on top. Cut a Q-tip into small pieces, glue on a donut from our doll breakfast food video, use paint for a chocolate drizzle, cut a Q-tip into small pieces, cut the side off of one of our chocolate chip cookies, place it into the wet paint, add the cut pieces of Q-tip for marshmallows, add a paperclip straw to make a chocolate cookie sundae. We have one left. Now let's see if we can go bigger. Add glue and paper sprinkles around the top, take some cotton ball cotton candy, push the paperclip straw inside, glue it on top, glue in a lollipop, rock candy, add our doll macarons, use beads for candy. I added a foam heart and a second macaron to make a monster unicorn milkshake that can't stand up. I glue a few macarons to the bottom for support, and you're done. And you're done. Happy crafting!
It's like a dream when we both get together and feel. Yeah, my mind is screaming now and never retreat. Here is the thing I knew right from the start. That you're the best part.
Thank you for joining us for this My Froggy Stuff mashup. Let us know what mashups you would like to see in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at My Froggy Stuff and the Frog Vlog. And we will see you next time. Bye!
promise anything. If everyone